All right, so today we're going to talk about container gardening real fast. Recently, my brother-in-law moved up here to Oregon, bought a house, which is just truly an absolute blessing because he's just right up the street. He could just come over whenever he wants. Just stop by, bring his dog over. It's really great that he's going to be so close. So, because he just moved in, it's a new house, and he doesn't have the yard set up the way that he wants it. He wants to do all in-ground gardening, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't have time to get everything set up for that this season. He'd have to build a fence around his garden wherever he decides he wants to put it because his dog has no respect for boundaries and would get in there and mess it all up. So until he figures out exactly how he wants his whole yard laid out and what he really wants to do, got him some containers, some cloth pots off the Amazon. So let's go take a look. I want to get some things started for him that he can take over to his house, and I'm going to show you how to maximize your space, especially if that's all you have room for is a few containers. I'm going to show you just a cool couple ideas how to make the best use of your space. Okay, let's go. So this is what we're working with. These are some plant starts, things that I grew from seed that are extra. I grew for him. Got some of these pots. I think we got a 10-pack of these. These are 5-gallon pots. So I went and got a couple bags of soil. This was on sale. Looked delicious. So I got some. This 1.5 cubic feet. So for a 5-gallon bag, or 5-gallon pots rather, one of those bags will fill up 2 of these. So that was all one bag. Anyway, so I'm going to get started doing this, and then I'll show you when I'm done. So here's a little tomato. I didn't grow this. One of my neighbors brought this over and gave it to me. I forget what kind it is, a better boy or a big boy or something. When you have a tomato like this, you guys, a lot of people know this, some people don't though. All these little fuzzies, the little hairs on here are actually roots. So I'm going to take off these 2 bottom leaves, just pinch them. Ow! Ooh! So now, this whole plant, I'm going to put the soil up to about here when I put this in. So it'll give it that much more room to grow roots, to suck up water and newts and ferts, and help make it that much more sturdy when it grows. Okay? Alright, so here we are, just like 4 days later now, because that's just how life works. I've got these things all planted in here. I got a sunflower today. Sister apparently planted that for me at school for Mother's Day. Aww. Okay, sorry. So what I did, because of just the type of stuff that my brother and sister-in-law like to eat, they try and eat, salads with all their meals and different stuff like that. So underneath each of these, so I'm not wasting space, this one's got radishes in it. I did some green onions in this one because they eat those, and I put some cilantro for fun in this one, all through here in the underneath. And then in this cucumber and in that squash, I did some nasturtiums and some of these zinnias. These are the shorter zinnias, not 4 foot tall where the zinnias in a pot. Anyway, so that way with the flowers in there, hopefully we'll attract some pollinators and hopefully confuse some of the pest bugs, and they'll go there instead of onto the actual food plants. I'm not sure how I feel about this guy. I hope he gets well soon. It's a little spindly. And then back here is actually basil and parsley that I did from seed. I need to get another bag of dirt to fill up another pot, because I want to do it half and half, and then I actually have more seeds for that same basil and parsley that I will throw in there too, so that while these are getting eaten, there's new ones growing. So hopefully he can maintain a consistent supply. Some of these little basils died the other night because we had spaghetti for dinner. Oh, bummer. Anyway, with these pots, I like these ones particularly because they have the handles, and that is always handy. Jesus. And I think this could be a cheaper option for somebody instead of trying to buy the raised beds or even all the work and stuff you would have to do if you have property to go out and get it cleaned out and ready to plant. Pretty convenient. You can put these things, I mean, you can set them on the driveway if you have to, if you have space where you are, if you don't have a yard with good sun in it, or you could just put them on your back patio, your back porch if that's got good sun, and then all your little food and snacks will be right outside your door. It's easier to actually eat the stuff that you grow if it's close. If you think, oh, I need some salad or something, and you have to go on a journey through your yard to go find it, you're just less likely to actually go get it and eat it. So anyway, the one thing with these two that I don't care for though is if you look right here, I watered these in really well, but it's around the edges, it's already starting to dry out. So if you do try and go this route, make sure that you are watering these regularly if you hand water, or set up some kind of irrigation system so you don't have to worry about it. Anyway, I did some potatoes too in a kind of a container, so let's go check those out. So probably not the best idea, but I'm just gonna put all these potatoes in here. All right. Fix your own shoe. So this is the second. Get it together. Figure it out. So this is the second layer. I'm gonna cover these up and then water them in. These are the green Kennebec whites that I had from my harvest last year. All the ones that I wasn't going to eat, they've just been in the laundry room doing this. I was filling this up for the children, but I guess we'll all just have to share. So here are these potatoes now, a few weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later. Looks dry in there, but I did water it today. These are really sturdy. So I think what I'm going to do is fill this up with dirt, and then I have another one of these tomato cages, and the bottom is bent, so it would stack right on there, and then I can put more cardboard in there and then keep filling it up with dirt. These particular potatoes are the ones that I had in here. Oh, hey, looks like I didn't get them all. Anyway, they're supposed to be indeterminate, so they just grow at one level. But I noticed when I started digging these all out of here that there were quite a few that were on the top and were so close to the surface that they were green. So that leads me to believe that these I could probably get away with putting some more dirt in here and growing it all the way to the top of a second cage. So anyway, we'll see how that turns out. It'll be fun later on just to knock the whole thing over and see how many potatoes are in it. So now it's like 3 weeks later. These things are still here because my brother-in-law didn't have irrigation set up and he was going out of town. Meow, meow, meow. Down here we have radishes that are not going to radish because we went from poopy weather to just full-on hot. He could just have fancy salads, you know, just add those to his salads and be cool. I put some green onion seeds in here, and apparently those seeds were too old because they're not coming up in here, and they're not coming up where I planted some in my backyard either. So I'm gonna have to get another packet and redo that. And this is the one too that has the mystery pepper, but mystery pepper doesn't look like it's doing too great. This tomato down here has some little cilantros. You can see them in there. And then cucumber. It's got a couple flowers in there. Oh, and one super leggy nasturtium, because these weren't meant to be left in this driveway this long. And then this pot I think turned out really good. It's half basil and half parsley, because that's the stuff he likes to cook with. I put some extra seeds down there, so hopefully as he's using these they will replenish themselves. We'll see how that works out. I think I'm going to snatch some of this because we are having spaghetti for dinner again. Anyway, so I do need to water these things. That's why I'm out here checking on them. I don't know what's going on with this poor guy, but there are some little tiny, little yellow squashes in there. Anyway, container gardening. Oh, these tomato cages, I hate them, but that's what he brought over, so if that's what he wants to put on his plants, that's fine. I put one on this. This is supposed to be a bush cucumber, but looks like he's starting to get away, so I put him something to climb on. Anyway, hopefully this is the last time these will be in my yard. Hopefully they go home soon. I like this one. This one the best, I think. Super cute. Alright, talk to y'all later. Bye.